For years, Google sat on one of the most compelling AI portfolios in the world. But as competitors aggressively shipped standalone products to the public, Google deliberated, creating a widespread perception that the search giant was falling behind. The first wave of generative AI had a strict functional limit. Users interacted with chatbots that lived entirely inside separate, isolated browser tabs. Extracting value from those early models required immense manual friction. You had to copy text, paste it into the chatbot, manually feed in the context, and then extract the output back to your original workspace. Google's 2026 pivot centers on an interconnected web of nodes. It distributes intelligence across the workspace, replacing isolated nodes of the past. Gemini operates as an architectural fabric, a central nervous system permanently embedded directly into Docs, Sheets, and Drive. This structure targets the manual friction of the previous era. By automating coordination between tools, Google aims to compress multi-step workflows into single natural language requests. To see how this nervous system operates, we can look at its limbs. Everyday creation applications like Docs and Sheets now operate with continuous, built-in awareness of your entire digital history. When you ask Gemini to draft a project proposal in Docs, it bypasses generic training data. It actively pulls from your existing files, past email threads, scope documents, and relevant market research to generate a draft that matches your specific writing style and organizational priorities. That same capability applies to Sheets. A natural language request instantly synthesizes live data pulled from across your files, emails, and calendar. You can build a competitive pricing tracker or run a sensitivity analysis on a financial model without writing a single Lambda formula. Creation is only half the equation. When managing large volumes of institutional memory, the modern bottleneck has rarely been storage capacity. The true bottleneck is retrieval and synthesis. The Ask Gemini function in Drive addresses this retrieval problem. You can pose complex questions in plain language, and the system simultaneously reasons across dozens of PDFs, calendar entries, and internal emails to build a structured, comprehensive answer. By answering queries with synthesized summaries and direct citations, Google Drive shifts from a passive digital filing cabinet into an active reasoning knowledge manager. The deep reasoning brain of this ecosystem is NotebookLM. It is engineered specifically to handle massive datasets, up to 1 million tokens. You can load an entire book, dozens of research papers, or a full set of quarterly reports, and query all of them simultaneously. NotebookLM converts those overwhelming, dense datasets into highly accessible cross-media formats. It can synthesize complex academic research into immersive, cinematic video overviews, or generate podcast-style audio conversations that act as a brief from a colleague. This circular workflow map details the closed loop of the 2026 integration. Raw data blocks enter the NotebookLM sector, refine into insights, and feed directly into the workspace sector, linking deep research back to everyday output. In practice, you conduct deep, structured research in NotebookLM, curating sources and generating summaries. You then pull that specific research directly into the Gemini app, where it serves as a grounded source for drafting a new document or presentation. Complex research directly informs creation. The entire process happens without the user ever leaving the platform or losing the provenance of their original data. This architectural shift creates a compounding value cycle. Every new tool added to Workspace instantly inherits access to the organization's collective context, making each addition more useful than the last. The strength of this integrated model does not come from its general knowledge about the world. Its strength comes from its exclusive embedded access to your proprietary organizational data, like your emails, your internal documents, and your meetings. There is a strict functional limitation to this framework: information hygiene. This diagram compares a clean hierarchy tree of data flowing smoothly into a central processor against a tangled, disjointed web. Because the AI amplifies the existing environment, messy drive structures and siloed document repositories will inevitably yield messy, siloed AI conclusions. These integrated tools amplify whatever is already there. They cannot retroactively organize your files, fix bad communication habits, or correct inherently poor data structures. Most organizations already conduct their business inside Google Workspace. Now that context-aware intelligence is woven through that infrastructure, The defining question for the industry is whether competitors building on open infrastructure can break this context-aware moat.